If you ever thought about getting a successful mentor or coach, and you actually want me, Spectacular Smith, to actually coach you and become your mentor, I'm actually so excited about releasing my online school, Spectacular Academy, where I'm actually going to teach you live once a month different skill sets that's actually going to help you change your life for the better. Transformational information that I'm going to give you guys access to. I have a formula to success that every single company that I ever touched turned into gold. And I have over 14 companies, okay? And all of them have the same type of success. So I want to teach you everything that the school system should have taught you. You know, everything that I know and how I built these fast-growing companies and these award-winning companies, and show you real curriculums that I'm going to break down, and you're going to have access to me. I'm going to be live in the chat rooms. I'm going to be live in the Facebook groups and personal communities that I'm going to give you guys access to of like-minded entrepreneurs. So you're not by yourself on this mission. Not only you have me as a coach and a mentor, but you actually have your peer-to-peer people that's going to push you and root for you on the way to the top. Guys that's on the same exact wavelength that you are on and want the same exact results. Because my game plan is to change the way the school systems teach and teach you the things that need to make an impact in your life. Things that's going to be a high-ticket skill that you can use forever, where you don't never have to worry about going broke or not eating at night, because once you learn how to market and brand yourself, then you can eat for a lifetime. You get access to my team and everything. If you want to go to my free training just to get a sample of the things that's going to be in my program, you can actually go to specmentorme.com, or I'm going to put it in the bio. Only take a certain amount of people every single month. So reserve your seat and do not procrastinate, because you might just miss out. Now let's get to the podcast. What's up, everybody? This is Spectacular Smith, and welcome to the Spectacular Experience.
What's up, big time?
What's up, man?
How are you? How's
I'm
quarantine?
great. How you doing in this quarantine life?
It's rough, man. I mean, everyone talks about having multiple streams of income and stuff, and I can tell you, like, this is the reason why. Like, I can 90% of my multiple streams are bringing in nothing, and the other 10% are, and it's crazy. Like, it's crazy that online, physical, everything is going down. But I got my health, I got my family, I got everything. So the most important things are still there. How about you?
Man, everything, man, is for me. I just been building my online school. I've been building other assets and just really focusing on building those things that makes the most sense for my brand. And now, like, everything is just panning out like crazy. So it's kind of the opposite for me. My revenue is up by 100% right now.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going crazy right now. I'm actually what I'm bringing in every single day is like what I used to make a month in one of my businesses.
Whew.
And I'm doing it in a day now. So I'm just really just focusing on that and just making sure I can get back at the same time. I think, not getting caught up in the revenue aspect of it and get caught up in the giving back aspect and how I can help and serve others is really what I'm focused on right now.
Oh, that's terrific. Have you, I mean, and I think you probably already said it, I just joined your live, but I know your course is something I talk up all the time because it shows valuable things in life, not just how to do like Amazon and not just like, some other stuff on there. Like, it teaches you how to actually live your life, the stuff they don't teach you in college and stuff. Have you added anything to that recently?
Yeah, we added some amazing stuff, bro. The amazing stuff. And one of them is we teaching a marketing strategy that we're using right now, that we're scaling up companies that we're working with. And now that we're using that for ourselves, we're giving it to our students. So now they're going to be able to scale up. Like, we just did one method, and we literally spent $230,000. No, sorry about that. $230, and we made $225,000 for our client.
That's amazing.
So we're teaching that method. We're teaching that same method that, my goal is everything that I'm learning to give back and just like honestly just give it to the people who can utilize it. Of course, everybody's not going to make, you know, six figures a month, but
Right.
even if you can take that information and go make six figures in a year, it's all powerful for me, and to know that I'm helping somebody who was confused about business, confused about marketing. They're growing their brand, they're
Mhm.
building their likeness, they're building their credibility, and now they're building their wealth and their revenue. Like that's amazing for me because I understand that I have something that the world don't have, and since the world don't have it, the ones who's going to take it serious, because of course I got over 1,000 students.
Yeah.
10% is going to be the ones who's crushing it. The other 90% are still procrastinating, waiting for the right moment, not taking the course, not taking the program. Right, and students that's in my program, it's making $1 million a year. Right, so it's like, what you want to do? You want to be a person that's in the program making $1 million, or you want to be the person that's in the program still waiting for the right moment to watch the modules? Like I got
Yeah.
both of them.
No, you're absolutely right too. And like I said, I mean, that's the cool thing. That's one of the things I love. Like when you first told me about it too, is it's not just, like I said, it's not just somebody's doing one thing either. Like there's, even if you don't want to learn how to do something online, like the fact it teaches you things that you can use in life that you haven't used before, or that maybe you just didn't know. Like anybody can take a module and use it, even if you don't use all of them, and still get better in life. Like it's insane. It was one of the things that sticks with me all the time. I think about it all the time. I actually did have a question though, if you're okay with it.
Nah, let's
Um,
go, bro.
so I think one of the things that not something that's affecting me, but I think one of the things that really kind of doesn't get talked about a lot, especially right now with everything going on. People are stuck inside; they can't go out. Obviously, there's turmoil in the world. Financially, people are getting laid off. There's a high amount of depression out in the world right now,
Mm.
and I think there already was before, but it's even higher now. And I'm curious from you, like, what's your advice to people to keep just high mind and high spirit, especially ones that don't have a lot going or maybe just faced a layoff or something else crazy in their life?
Yeah, for me, everything with me is mindset, and I think that when you do get a layoff, I try to figure out what is the lesson in this situation. And I feel like every situation is a positive. Like, let me give you an example. When I first started my business, and I knew nothing about entrepreneurship. Like, I was a hustler. I understood. I knew the value in money. I knew the value in relationships, but I didn't understand business. I didn't understand systems. I didn't understand leadership. I didn't understand sales. I didn't understand marketing. I didn't understand none of that stuff. So throughout the process of me building my company, I realized that as it started growing, it's a lot of things I didn't know. So I started reading as many books as I can. I started taking programs. I started getting mentorship. I started paying for mentorship. I started paying for consultants. And I spent over $100,000 just trying to figure this stuff out. And then one day Facebook hit a switch because I knew it was coming. That's why I was trying to stay as focused as possible and learn all those things as quickly as possible. They made one switch, and with that one switch, our revenue was at like $250,000 per month. Literally, like where we went down to like $40,000 a month, or like 30. It was probably like it went from like almost overnight. But what it made me realize was, wow, that situation that happened to me, to anybody would have been devastated. They were like, man, $250,000 a month. Now I'm at $30,000. I could barely cover payroll. I can barely pay myself. I can barely pay my mortgage. Like, shit is going downhill. And when I realized, like, damn, what am I gonna do? What is the positive in this situation? I started a whole new venture. I started doing a service-based business, and I pivot from partnerships to service-based business. And then I realized, even on top of that service-based business, it was another layer to uncover, which was me starting my online business school. And then I realized that instead of me doing it for these ungrateful celebrities, let me can that. That was making me $250 a month. Now let me transition to this model where I'm helping the everyday person scale up their brand and their story. And then I realized it was another step above that, which was the everyday people. The everyday people starting a business from scratch, small business owners trying to figure out how to like scale their brand up, people who are in my position when I first started, but didn't have what I'm offering right now. And I said to myself, like, what if it was something that teach you everything possibly about business, and you're able to come in and have everything right there at your disposal: leadership, credit, $40,000 in funding, how to build your brand, how to do the marketing, how to do your taxes, how to save on taxes. What's the difference between a profit and loss statement, a balance sheet, like cash flow statement, like what is all that stuff, and have all that in one place at one time. And
Dang.
that's when we launched Spectacular Academy.
I just reading the comments as you're going too. People, I mean, literally, it's like mind blown on some of those. That's crazy.
Yeah, like that's what happened. So the point of me saying all that is, right now people could be looking at the negative and figure out that the glass is half empty, but in reality it's truly half full. But you got to figure out where's that positive in there. Like me, I would have felt like that was the end of the world. $250,000 a month. Like people, it take 10 years to make that sometimes, like, depending on who you're talking to. And like I would have been devastated, went in depression, would have been like, felt like I would have lost. But I realized, like, yo, this is my time. What can I do? I put focus on it. I as the plane was falling, I was rebuilding it, and I was like, yo, this is what I need to do. I figured out all the tools I needed to put around it to support it, so it slows down the drop. And as it was about to hit the floor, I pulled the plane back up, and it started taking back off.
Yeah, I kind of want to touch on that too. Depression is a really big subject, because it's everywhere and everyone has it and everyone has those dark moments. So like for me, I know that I feel that for me, what helps me when I get into those dark moments is you really, when you think about it, you really convince yourself, like you really tell yourself these negative things, which trickles down and makes everything in your life negative, right? So I started my days off with telling myself I'm going to have a great day. So I start in the morning with affirmations. Like you really train your mind when things are going bad. You constantly tell yourself over and over again, like, man, things are going bad. I'm going to have a shitty day, or this week. You will preset your month before your month has even gotten there, and you'll tell yourself, oh, this is going to be the worst month ever. You right then and there, you embedded that into your mind, and your mind is reading back what you just said. So I feel like constant affirmations to yourself and just being really optimistic and knowing that your mind is going in a really pessimistic space, and just knowing that your mind is doing that to yourself and you're not going to let this overtake you, and just saying to yourself, like, just being optimistic and being like, you know what, we're going to get through this. And no matter what, there's, if we don't get through this, then there's a light or a better light or a better place for me to be. Or maybe, God, I don't know if you believe in God, but maybe God is trying to put me in a different place so that I can grow, or so that I can learn from this, or so that maybe it might put my family in a different place. But always try to look at the positive, because God will never put you in a place or in a position that you can't get out of, that he doesn't know already that you can't get out of it. So I so for me, just being positive, being optimistic, and just saying affirmations to yourself, and reading like, books like, self-help books that help you understand why people get negative and depressed in a certain time frame, and where it comes from. Once you understand where the depression comes from, a lot of depression comes from your childhood, and how you were spoken to as a child, and how negative your parents were, or things like that. So once you understand where the depression comes from, you can understand where it shows up in your life, and you can combat it. So that's just my take on it.
Yeah, honestly, is really about your brain, your mind, your mindset, because that truly controls everything. It controls your destiny, because if you're able to take control over your mind and the way you think, then you can overcome anything, right? A lot of times people feel like things are just negative, and they feel like, oh, this is it, this is the end. And like the quote that you always hear is like, if you believe you can, you can. If you believe you can't, you can't. And that's so true. Like, and it's cliche as that sound, like it's really the truth. It's really the truth. I literally, before I hit $250,000 a day, I literally every day, every single day, even I had a card posted in my bathroom. Every day I said to myself, and I said as if it already happened. I love the fact that my company, Awazar, makes $250,000 per month. I literally said it every single
It's written on
day.
his bathroom mirror.
Right? That's what I had on my mirror. Like that's what I had. I also had a screenshot on my phone. I have another phone right here. This phone cracked. I don't even want to show it. But I had it on my phone. I had it on my phone. So every day, like I had like the first time I hit $2 million in revenue, I literally had the number on my phone. And at the end of the year, I forgot because like by being on your phone is top of mind. So it's reminding yourself every single time, like, this is my goal. This is my goal. And then I had it on my phone. And then at the end of the year, when my tax returns came in, I was like, holy shit, I made $2 million and $1 million profit. I literally had that on my phone. And every single day for a whole year, it was just on my phone. I just had my calculator and I put the number in my phone. And I just, like they got in the comments, I manifested it, right? But it was all from me thinking positive words of affirmation, saying it to myself over and over again, and visualizing me getting the money, me getting the P&L sheet, looking at the price, looking at the number for the month, seeing it on like, and then I literally seen it on my phone and it said $1 million profit. I was like, wow. So back to your question, just to circle back around, is that people who getting laid off their job right now, maybe that job wasn't for you. You know, you got something better coming for you. You know, after every storm, it's the sunshine come out. Now it's just about how bright the sun gonna be for you.
And not to like with depression, a lot of times people get depressed and worried because they try to control their life. But once they realize that they're never in control, God is in control, they'll let the will go, you know, and just give it to God. And that's it's just the bottom line, you know.
Yeah, I just somebody else, one of my buddies, JT, commented. He goes, "Things don't happen to you; they happen for you."
Oh
And
yes,
yeah,
that's powerful.
that
That was
definitely
good.
is. Anyways, thank you for answering. You know, I think it's a question that, especially given your audience and my audience, right? It's a question that most people don't automatically address because it's not hoorah, you know, and exciting, and a lot of people are afraid to ask. So I appreciate you answering that for everybody, because I think it's something that's affecting
Yeah.
a lot of people and might
Yeah.
affect people the longer this goes on. So it's
Yeah.
huge, you know.
Uncertainty is it makes people uncomfortable. But when you embrace the uncertainty, then you're able to live out your full potential, because that's when you activate. You know, it's like you're uncertain, but it's like, hey, I'm gonna take this uncertainty and I'm gonna make it certain, right? It's all based on your actions after of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna go eat some food. Before I
All right,
do,
brother.
how does someone get onto your school? And I hate to plug something in on your own Instagram, but it's freaking so valuable, man. I want to make sure everyone knows. Like, how does someone get into your course or
For
your
my
program?
school.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, I have a free training. You guys can sign up in the link in my bio. It's free. And then I just give you a little something for anybody who's able to take the next step forward to jump in the program. Then at the end of my presentation, I tell you guys about my program, and if you are interested to taking it a step further, then you can jump in. But the link is in my bio.
Awesome. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for having me on. Thank you both. Great advice.
Peace.